that's not it. Ah, yes. K-Series Turbo Kit. What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. This video was supposed to be just me going to work and installing, fixing, tweaking, fabbing everything to put the turbo kit in the K Wagon. My whole entire day just got flipped upside down really quickly, and it is what it is. So as always, per usual, 4:30, and I actually got out here way earlier in my day. I decided to take the CRX to the parts store today to go grab some things, and also to head to the storage to grab some items that I needed from there. And then the car freaking broke down on me little ways down, so I had enough momentum to pull into a parking lot and try to diag the car. Didn't really do too much because of tools, and I didn't bring my camera. Obviously, I was just going to go buy some parts, come home, and continue working. But walked my ass home, grabbed the van, and then I went to the parts store, grabbed the stuff that I needed, and then I went to the storage to grab a lot of spare parts to try to diag this car in the parking lot where I left it. So I literally spent 5 freaking hours diagging this car. Called a couple friends to try to help me pinpoint what the issues were. We did everything we could. It's crazy. I swapped 2 sets of spark plugs, right? I swapped all the coil packs, you know, because the D17 coil packs came from the junkyard. I swapped back to the K, still had issue. Car didn't turn on, car was still sputtering. And then I swapped the ECU, which I had to convert back to regular distributor. So I had to swap the distributor back to spark plug wires. The car still had the issue, and then the last thing I did was check the wiring, because I went back to a stock distributor and not the coil pack, and realized that the ICM wire was cut right here. And originally I thought it was my data logging wire because it was the same color, but it's not. So wired that back together, stock distributor, stock ECU, and the car was still sputtering pretty bad. I was pretty stumped. I swapped, changed everything related to ignition, which I felt was my issue from the beginning. And then I had my stock injectors back here, so I was like, well, I'm running a stock P72 ECU. The car was tuned on 450s. Let's put the stock injectors back on and fire the car over. Well, swapped the injectors over, and the car fired over, no problems, no more sputtering, no more you know, misfire, and all that jazz is now out the window. Drove the car back home, literally just got back, and I'm still going to continue working on the car. Who would have thought injectors would have just went bad? I literally pulled out of my block, car nice and warmed up, 170 degrees, and then I made a simple first gear pull, and as I was continuing to the parts store, it died on me. So the car's back home, car is running, the car's working. Now I just got to find a new set of injectors and go from there. So a lot of time these turbos have like engravings on here to let you know what size they are. So if you look on the inside, it says 0.82. This is an 82 back housing with a 3-inch outlet, right? So I don't know if you can see it right there where it's like a little bit rusted. It says 6.3 right here. That's a really small back housing. So I'm hoping that this is going to fit on that turbo just based off of the fins. This one does look a little bit bigger. I was told that as long as the fins don't touch, it should be okay. So I think the only issue I'm having right now is that this bottom is not sitting flush. So let me clear out the table real quick. So a couple differences that I'm noticing. This exhaust wheel is a lot shorter. The 60-1 it's a lot shorter than the 35R. This one is probably about like a 1/4 inch taller, and you can see this little collar thing right here, how big that is versus how slim this one is. And my issue right now is it's actually hitting on the inside. This lower fin right here, it's wider than that one, and that's what's hitting the housing on the inside on this lip. So I can't use this housing, and I don't want to ream it open to clear the fins, because you know, if I do it wrong, I can mess up a lot of things. So you can see we're about a 1/4 inch off, not seated, and the fins doesn't even move because it's sitting on the housing itself. Now the funny thing is, this housing is literally the same size as the 63. 8263. 8263 looks freaking identical, and the only difference is this is a 2 1/4 outlet and this one's a 3 on the outside, but if it's tapered in, it's about 2 1/2 on the inside to 3, where this one is like 2 1/4-ish. So obviously a smaller discharge hole than the 35R, but practically the same size housing. And I don't know, really don't want to run the 63 on the 60-1, so I might be in the market for a new turbo. Right now somebody offered me a GTW 3884, which I don't mind running that size on the K series, and somebody else offered me a Borg Warner S300 SX, so I might get one of those two and just swap out the whole turbo together, which is good news, because then I'd have a 60-1 as a spare. I've had this thing since 2012 and it's been very faithful to a lot of my builds, but it's more suitable for single cam B series, not K. So not sure how far I can get as far as completing the turbo kit goes, because we're waiting for a new turbo or wanting to get a new turbo. But let's clean up a little bit, and I want to do something with the valve cover. See you guys. All right guys, so I have the exhaust manifold on without the turbo, because we're going to figure something out as far as a new turbo goes. I wanted to, well, I originally wanted to paint the valve cover and the charge pipes today, but granted our earlier event, we lost a lot of daylight, so I don't want to do this in the cold. The valve cover, the spare one over there, I want to put the bungs in the back. We have plenty of space over here, not a lot of things going on, and plenty of room for lines. So I'm gonna put a -10 back here and another one right here. Out of sight, out of mind. My original blue valve cover, I had 2 in the front right there, and the fitting came up high enough that it hit my hood here, and the fittings were like shaved down pretty bad, so I don't want to deal with it again. Plus it'll look a little cleaner not having the bungs up front, so I want to do it in the back. And by the looks of the valve cover, one is pretty good because of this baffle being in the way, so oil is not going to get into it. The other one, it's going to line up to about right here, so I might have to weld something right here to kind of block oil from splashing in. Shouldn't be a big deal. So I want to get this thing welded up tonight before we close up, because like I said, not really much I can do without the actual turbo itself. I could slap that one back on, but why do the work 2 times with the downpipe and stuff? So I'm just gonna go ahead and mark, cut, tack, weld. Maybe we'll paint too, I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, that's probably the best bung job I've ever done in my whole entire welding career. God dang, the thing's clean. Clean, I say clean. All right guys, so we just finished welding up the valve cover bungs, and damn, I'm really loving how this one came out. I guess preparation does go a long way, even though I already knew that. This right here came out nice and flat, no blotches, no dipping, no nothing, dude. It looks cherry. So I bunged the inside on this one right here because it was wide open like so, and this one right here is already blocked off right there, so I'm not worried about oil getting in there, and this thing should be ready to rock and roll soon. Now I did go to AutoZone today, again, go to the parts store to grab some things. I got some wrinkle black, and I was gonna let Kel do the valve cover as well with the charge pipe, but he doesn't have wrinkle black, he only has wrinkle red, and obviously I don't want to do red, so I'm gonna can wrinkle paint the valve cover, and then I'm gonna send the other pieces to him to have him powder coated. So that's probably gonna be another day, hopefully tomorrow, because I'm supposed to only spend 2 days on this car, but I think I'm gonna spend my prep time on the wagon. I'm almost certain now that I'm gonna take the wagon south, so I'm gonna take as much time as I need to get this thing right. And the valve cover at the auto parts store, they didn't have any paint stripper whatsoever, so I didn't have anything to strip this down, and sanding it will take too long. Although it works very efficiently, I'm gonna have to paint this tomorrow or something when I get some paint stripper. So I think that's gonna wrap it up for today, but I'm gonna unbox one more thing because I got a huge package in the mail. Actually, I got multiple packages in the mail, so I'm gonna go grab the package right now and show you guys what I got, the important package of all the packages that showed up. So this package right here came from Honda, and well, the box is a Honda, but I bought it from Acura. These are all the parts for the K24 that's going into the KRX. I just want to quickly run through this. I know a lot of you guys been chopping me about all the little things that I'm going to need to do the PRB oil pump in the 24. I already know the entire process and all the parts you need to put a 20 pump in the 24. So all of those little fittings, block offs and all that, I bought them. These are flywheel bolts for the clutch that's going to the KRX, because I don't have flywheel bolts for that. Rear main seal for the K20. We have the guides for the oil pump because I didn't have any of those. This right here is the fitting to block off that oil port on the 24 block. We have a brand new 24 head gasket. We have a water pump for the 24. There's just so many things that I bought, like literally 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. There's like 30 something parts in here. A lot of seals, a lot of guides. Oh yeah, that's what I bought. I bought timing chain guide. I bought new chain, new oil pump chain right here. A lot of stuff to refresh the 24, guys. Trust me, I'm doing it right. I have ACR race rod bearings, main bearings, and thrust bearings coming in, and I also have brand new piston rings coming in as well too. Guys, we're literally rebuilding the entire 24. We're not taking shortcuts on this one. I know I didn't really mention too much in the oil pump video, but this was the whole entire plan after we kind of came across the health of the engine. So stay tuned for that, guys. I'm gonna pick out a turbo. Hopefully we have a turbo for the wagon here soon, because we have less than a week and a half to get the car ready. And that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for today's video. A lot of cool stuff coming, guys. Hopefully I'll vlog the entire trip if I end up making it. I'm sure I will, crossing fingers. But if you guys want to stick around and see all that, be sure to hit the subscribe button. And also don't forget, if you guys enjoyed a little bit of update on the wagon today, be sure to leave this video a thumbs up. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Also, guys, sorry for rushing it. Today marks the 5th year that my grandma has passed, and we have the family here, and we're just dining in and saying our prayers. So see you guys in the next video.